Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Appalachian Cryptid Encounters here. So I got some pretty good footage here. It's going to take a while to get through it. It's getting cold here in Appalachia. It's starting to get cold, and the tribe's getting ready to move out of the area. But they did a big show in here before they left the area. I've not seen them the past couple of nights, but this was recorded like 3 nights ago. Man, it was amazing. So first off, I'm going to take you to, as soon as I went outside and I was turning my camera on, there was a Sasquatch that was right off underneath the pine tree on my left, and he was laying down, and we're getting ready to take a look at him. It's about the 5-second mark. Here we go. So I was just bringing the camera up to my eyes, trying to get it adjusted. But there's the pine tree, that green you see right there. Watch this. See, there he is. Okay. Now he's laying down. You have to rotate your device to see him upright, or screenshot the video and rotate it. Here's the next step. Look at that. Wow. Shows him pissed off. You can see his eyes, his nose, his mouth. See him there? So it's good. You can take a screenshot, rotate it. But here's the second shot of him. This is after he was aware that I was coming outside. Yeah, I think I startled him and it woke him up, and that's him getting alert. And then, see, he's laying down there just off from the trees there. So I started filming at this point, and there were Sasquatches all through the footage. So at the 6-second mark is the next one that I found. Now the whole tribe was here around the property, so you're going to see sightings in here that I missed. There's just so much activity going on. I just recorded the main ones, the clearest ones that I could see. Here's one right here on my mouse pointer. See him right here. You'll see his. But right here is the main one at the 6-second mark, I think. Okay, you see his eye right there, where it curses. Also, I recommend, if you got a big screen TV, go to your big screen TV and cast this video so you can really get the detail. Now there's 2 Sasquatches right here on this side too. But right here you see his eye. Okay, watch this. His face. He's all blended right here. Wow, look at that. Right here's his right eye. See that? There's his eyebrow ridge. He's just well concealed. Right? Look at that. Wow. Look at that face. Just, glancing out behind the tree there. Look at that. That's not pareidolia, folks. Right here's a little juvenile peeking around the tree right below him. Look at that, man. I'm just amazed I got that footage. I see him move his eyes. See him close his eyes. Damn. Blinking his eyes. Just amazing. I was going to look and see if there's any light tone on the screen. They've been trying to mess with my cameras, and That's how they do it. Okay, that's amazing here. Okay, the next big one is the 21-second mark. Looks like there's one here too. And I know there's one here, but let me see here. So for the sake of time, I'm going to skip up ahead. I know there's more Sasquatch in here, but like here's a little one right here, and here's one right here behind this tree. And back here, this is 30 yards back behind that the big X structure. Oh, I forgot to say, right here's a Sasquatch. Look right here. He's peeking. His body's over here, and he's got his head behind the tree. You can see he's looking off to the right there. See his nose and then his teeth. Watch this. And then we got an adult back here with a juvenile down in the front right there. So I'm going to go back and forth so you can see the movement here. Watch this guy's face right here. Just a second. Okay. Got a little juvenile on top of his head there. Not very good. I must have been moving the camera too much when I was recording. But to go back to look at these guys here in the back, see if I got any movement there. Okay, so there's an eye showing up there. Look at this eye here on this little one right here. Okay. Alright, I'm going to move on up to the 21-second mark. Well, this guy here is showing up again. Right here, look at this eye right here. Look at this little one right here. This little juvenile watching. He's moving around right there watching. Clear over on the right screen. See him right here? Watching. Look at him turn back and look at me. Just amazing. And we got this eye over here. There's just so much activity, man. It's back and forth constantly to try to even see it all. You know what I mean? I'm not even to the 10-second mark yet. There we go. And this footage gets so damn good. It's just mind-blowing, the footage I got here this evening. Okay, we got a Sasquatch right here. Just well blended in there. Okay. Here we go. It's starting to get really clear. Okay, so right here is a Sasquatch. You can see he's got his green vegetation on his skin, stained his skin. And right here is his face. You see his eyes right there and his nose. Watch him blink. Okay, see he's like moving his nose and his eyes up twerking his face. You can see his eye move here quite a bit. Okay. You can see his pupil there reflecting a little bit of green light there. Okay, now he's got his nocturnal shade lens on there on his right eye. See that? And then watch you. There's this pupil there. See his eyes move. He's blinking. Check that out. This is not pareidolia, folks. This is Sasquatch. Alive and well in Appalachia. There's also Dogman in this footage, which you'll get to see that. Right here is another Sasquatch right here, down here on the bottom. And then there's one right here with his face concealed. His eyes are reflecting a light green glow. His body's this way. He's leaning down. Probably on that fallen tree back there. Okay, now watch his eyes switch from the right to left there. Right to left. See him move. Just amazing. Look at that. Well hidden. This one down here on the bottom, watch his face. See that? See his eyes, his eyebrow moving. His eyes moving. His lips going back. He's twerking his face. Now, I put some footage out the other day, and it showed a Sasquatch that was trying to affect my camera in the rain. And he was reflecting light back out his nocturnal vision and was hitting my lens with that light, trying to mess up my photos. And whenever they're doing all this twerking, their facial movements and stuff, that's what he was doing to try to mess up my camera. I don't know if it's got something to do with, I don't know what they're trying to do, trying to keep from getting good footage or what. Maybe that's what it is. They're trying to break up their outline or something. Let's see here. Let me go to the next. Okay. Okay, so the 21-second mark, I'm looking at my index here. Let's see. There's a Sasquatch right here. But at the 21-second mark, there is a Sasquatch holding a little juvenile that's stained green. So, for the sake of time, I'm just going to go to the 21-second mark. Alright. Okay, right here is a Sasquatch right here. Now see this, there's a Sasquatch right here too, back here. That's back here where that log is, right? This right here, you can see the wrinkles in this. This is that, they harvest their hair during the summer, their furs, and they stain it, and they use it for camouflage, right? That's what's draped over the backside of this guy right here. This is the Sasquatch right here. Okay, and then we got a Sasquatch right here, right? There's his right eye. Here's his long jaw, right? And you see these streaks right here. He's got that cloth or that hair material that they make little blankets out of. That's what he's got draped around him to try to camouflage him. Right. And you can see the wrinkles in it right here. You know, it looks like a blanket laying there, right? Okay, so this Sasquatch right here and one back here, He's looking off to the left there, and you can see his eyes right there, and there's his nose. Let's see him. Let's watch him move a little bit. Okay. See that? He's closing his left eye right there. See that? Squinting. And this guy is rotating his eye. See that? You see how his eye right there? That's that nocturnal shade lens coming across his eye. You see it right here where that cursor is. That's that shade lens blinking down across his eye. See it roll back? Wow, right there. There, it's not on there. There, it's on there. See that? It's pretty cool. But that's what they got. Let's see if that's what's back here. He's moving quite a bit. He's way back here. Look at that. I'm gonna get when I get this on my phone, I'm gonna do a zoomed in version. That's pretty clear footage. I believe that's a Dogman. Look at that long snout on him. I'm not real certain, but I think that might be a Dogman back there. Look at that. Because the Dogman does run with this tribe. There's a little juvenile on the back there. And so we see the mouth is open right there. And the juvenile on the back. Look at those little red eyes right there lighting up. On that juvenile. I can't wait to get my phone on this so I can zoom in and record it. Some good footage in here. There's another little juvenile right here peeking up over that log. See his eye right there? There's two of them. Two teenagers right here. Look, this right here's the log. See? Watch their eyes right here. Squinting. And this one here is looking off to the left. He's looking up. So you can see where they're looking, and that's a good. I always look where they're looking, and that's where I see the big Sasquatch, like the giants and whatnot. When they're looking up, there's a giant in the area. You just have to watch their eyes once you spot them, and you see where they're looking, and then that's where I go right to it, find Sasquatches. Okay, so this guy here, he's still well blended in right here. He's got a little juvenile with him, staying hidden behind that tree. And then we got that Sasquatch right here. I'm going to go ahead and move a little bit so we can. So he's got another Sasquatch right here that's moved up beside him. And they got that claw, that fur over him, but watch his eyes right here. His nose. Watch him move his face. Look at that. Just amazing. Look at that, man. Well hidden. Man, I got some good footage tonight. Alright. See this guy, he's turning his head a little bit. My next mark is at the 56-second mark. There'll be a large adult and a juvenile by the tree on the left, and an adult on the right, all well hidden. So we'll jump it up to the 56-second mark. Oh, I forgot to mention right here is that Sasquatch that was hiding right here. So right here's his nose, right? It's the side profile view. That's the left side of his face, right? He's got vegetation in his hair. But here is his nocturnal shade lens. It's over his left eye right here. and he's got this little juvenile he's holding up that is stained green right here. You can see its little face, it's smiling. Okay, so I'm going to rotate back and forth so you can see some movement. Okay. Look at this face twerking, this little juvenile. Wow, look at his eyes. They're little tiny little boogers. Little tiny eyeballs in his mouth. Oh, check it out. See him smile right there? Check it out. He's twerking his face. Just amazing, man. Let's see, I'm trying to get some movement out of his eye. The larger one's eye. Okay. Right there, it's open. You can see his pupil there. Okay, then he closes it. Put that shade lens across his eye. See that? There he looks over at. He glances at me right there. And that little juvenile's looking off to the left. He's moving around a little bit. Look at that. Right there, that larger juvenile, he's looking at me right there. He's got his face looking at me before he turns. See, his little mouth right there. See his pupil move there a little bit. They're covering up his nostril. See that? Putting their hand up over his nostril, so he's not blowing any leaves with his breath or whatever. Very subtle movements that they use to stay well hidden, you know. Also right here, look at this adult right here, well hidden. You see him here. Here's his eyes. There's his long snout. There, Sasquatch. Here's his mouth. Watch his eyes here. Look at him. Look left, right. Watch him. His eyes will be going like this. And look at me right there. He's focusing on me. You can see the top corner right here. Looks like he's trying to direct light at me a little bit with his eyes. They got my camera so hot, overwhelmed the shutter on it. It shut my camera down after about 2 or 3 minutes. I had to restart my camera. Look at him. Look at his eyes moving. Just amazing. All right, that's what activity we got there. Next is the 56-second mark. Let's see here. I guarantee you there's more Sasquatch in there, but for the sake of time, I got a lot to go through. Here's one right here too. Watch that. See him blink. Back there behind that log. One here. A big one here. It's a big Sasquatch right there. Mid-sized giant. His eyes are right there. There's his nose, his mouth. That is a large giant back there. See his face twerking? Absolutely amazing. I hope to get him on my phone so I can zoom in. Look at his eyes. There's his eyes. He's huge, man. That's 30 yards back there. Just amazing how big that Sasquatch is. He's a freaking giant. This guy over here is probably a normal sized Sasquatch, probably 7 to 8 foot tall right here. How much bigger his head is compared to this guy. He's massive. Alright. Wow, look, see his left eye's glowing red there a little bit. See him moving his eyes up, down, up, down. Oh, there we go. Both eyes showing there. Gigantic Sasquatch. Alright. This tribe, I counted, the last time I counted, and that was a year ago, they had like 22, there was like 22 separate Sasquatch that I was able to count. An estimate. But in just a year's time, they have grown so much. There's so many more little ones now that I've not recognized, you know. Look at this little one right here. And there's a hobbit element, like a hobbit-sized Sasquatch element in this tribe as well. It goes from anywhere from the giant down to the hobbit size, and then the tree organ Sasquatch. They all drink off the tree root ball system, right? So here's an adult Sasquatch right here, well hidden. He's laying down backwards, right? His right eye's right here. Here's his left eye. He's watching me. He's breaking up his silhouette. Watch his eyes here. His eyes right here. Watch him. Here's a little juvenile right here too. Watch her eyes move. See him squinting. Oh, there we go. Look at his pupil in his right eye there. He's watching me. See him squinting. He's keeping that his eyes from glaring back at me. I think that's one of the reasons why they move her eyes so much. Break up the silhouette and help with light somehow. But yeah, there's a Sasquatch there. Well hidden. Cover and concealment. Master's at it. Look at his eyes. Alright, moving on. Okay, we got a little Sasquatch here. One here. We ain't even got to the good ones yet. And these were all pretty good. Look at this little one right here run across there. See her move from one side to the other. Here's a little one standing right here. Check him out. These little tiny guys. Okay. Now we got one right here. He's behind the tree right here, the hobbit-sized Sasquatch. And then we got these ones back there. It's larger adults back there at that X structure. And we still got the adult right here up front, right up front. See his eye right there. He's got so much confidence in his ability to hide. Look at this guy right here. Look at his skin. Looks like there's knots on his skin, like a way that they use for camouflage somehow, like a chameleon type face. Look at his face. You can see the white fang teeth on the bottom. You can see them right here. They're upwards like the orcs are on World of Warcraft. Those bottom teeth. That's what they got. Some of them, not all of them, but there is a group of the Sasquatch that have teeth like that. Look at this guy. I can't wait to get that on my phone and zoom in and check that out. He's staring right at me. Look at that. Watch him, he's sticking his tongue out. Bam. Moving his eyes. Flexing his nose. Look at that. He's smiling. You can see his teeth sticking up there. Just amazing. Ooh. Look at him sticking his tongue out at that little sassy thing. Look at him frowning at me. I'm hitting him with the light, watching him throwing his tongue out at me. Ooh. Look at that expression on the face. That is absolutely amazing. He's playing or something. Look at the attitude. Cocky little teenager, I reckon. I'm holding that light on him and he's playing with me. Check that out. That is absolutely amazing. Okay. Now this adult has got his face out further now. Look at that. Probably because I'm holding the light back here on this teenager. He's exposed himself a little more. Look how further out his eye is here now. Right here. Okay, see he's moving his eye back and forth. I wonder if he's just trying to distort my camera there. He's trying to focus on my camera, maybe. Absolutely amazing. Okay, there we go. Now you can see the light in the top left corner of my screen. His eyes are fluctuating that light. Look at this little guy back here, though. He's just sitting there, not doing nothing. Blinking. I can't wait to be able to zoom in on that. Get some close-up footage on him. Alright. Okay, let's see. That's at the... Shoot, I ain't even made the 56-second mark yet. Let me see here. So, like I said, there's a lot of Sasquatch footage in here, so I'm just gonna skip on up to where I need to be for the sake of time. Ooh. See this guy's face coming in there a little bit. Alright. Some of the better footage is right here coming up. Okay. There's a lot of Sasquatch in this footage. There's a drop off right here where this tree line is. It drops down like 30 feet. And these Sasquatches are standing up on that drop off. And down at the tree line watching me. So there's a Sasquatch here. There's a big one right here. Big adult. Excuse me. Okay, right here. Here's a juvenile right here, standing. And then there's a large adult right here. You can see his head right here. Here's his eyes. One eye there and one there. And they stand there for a good while. And then there's an adult right here. Another juvenile right here. You see his eyes and face. One over here, a large adult right here at the bottom of this tree. So just have to look at all these areas here real quick, and you'll see them. Okay, so we'll start with this guy. He's looking at me there with his left eye. You see his eyes, got his mouth open a little bit. See him move his face. And here's the adult right here, right? You see his face. He's got his mouth open. There's his nocturnal shade lenses right there. There's 1, 2. His big head. See him move his eyes there quite a bit. He's got his right eye open there, shut, and he's blinking right there. Let's see here. Right there. You can see his red pupil there. Right. I got his eye open, caught his eye open right there. And then right down here we got an adult at the very base of this tree. Okay, now he's snarling at me. You can see his eye there showing. See, he's got his mouth open there. He's sticking his tongue out at me right there. See that? They make faces at me and stuff. And then right here is the Sasquatch that is an adult, but he is well blended right here. He's chameleoned up against that tree, right? Here's his eyes. There's his nose and his mouth. See him look? He's looking right. Watch his eyes switch to the front. His eyes are watching me now. Okay, they're going to switch back to the right. Ready? Bam. Right, front, right, front. He's twerking his face. Well hidden sucker. Like I said, that's a 30-foot drop. And they're standing at that, on that hillside, on the incline. And they're standing straight up. And their heads are at the base of that tree. So they're using their terrain to their advantage. And they have their heads at the lowest part of the ground that you could possibly be. Because they know people don't look down at their feet. Alright, see, he's just staying there. Watch him move his face around a little bit. And he's like really got his face squinted up there. Let's see, I get my camera focused here really good here soon. Oh, look at this guy's face. Look at his face. He's standing right behind that tree there. Look at that. He's blinking. See his blink. See his eyes. Here's an adult right here. His eyes are glowing red. His mouth. Alright, let's see. 106. Oh, look at that guy. He turned his head at me when I started going to the right. Okay, let's get this up to 106. Oh wow, look at that big, that's a big Sasquatch there peeking around that tree now. Here's his mouth, his nose, his eyes. See him blink. Moving down behind that tree line. Let's see here. Alright, move this up here out of the way. Large adult and juvenile by the tree on the left and adult on the right. Alright. Let's see what this adult is. Must be this one right here. His eyes are moving. Then move left, right, left. Here's his eye. Watch it go left, right. He's looking all the way right, back at me. All the way right, back at me. There's one moving his jaw right here too. Moving his face, see that? Moving their eyes. Especially this one. Now he's turned his head, he's looking up. See, his eyes are facing this way. Right? That tells me there's a Sasquatch right here. And look at this guy right here watching me. See his nose, his face. Look at his eyes there watching me. So this guy was watching him, which told me that he was up here. Look at his eyes there. They tell on each other just by watching them. See their eyes, man. He's pretty animated. Okay. Alright, it's 107. Let's see. Little juvenile standing here watching me. There's another one right here. Look at this little juvenile. His eyes right there. There's a couple of them. Here's a little one. This guy here is his red eye right there. Or it might be his mouth and his eyes are up there. I don't know. There's definitely some movement in there. There's a bunch of them here. There's one here. One here. One here. Wow. Here's this guy. Check him out. He's looking off to his right. There's his nose. You see his teeth a little bit, but there's his eyes. He's looking at me. Let me move this back down here. Okay. See this guy here? He's back behind that log. Here's a large adult right here. Here's his eyes, his nose, his mouth. Watch his eyes move. Here's his eye. He's got his left eye open and his right eye's covered. Okay, watch him. He's moving. He's moving his eyes left and right. Watch. Back at me. Well hidden. Check him out. Look at that. The Sasquatch is back here behind that tree. Look at this large adult just laying back here. Watch him look off to the right at me. Just sitting back here. Twerking his nose, see that? Alright. This video is starting to run kind of long. Let me see where I'm at here. Shoot, I got way to go. Well, ways to go here. I ain't even counting this little face over here. This guy watching me. Look at this. See his eye right here? And move it. Showing his teeth at me. Alright. Let's see here. 129. Okay, here's an adult right here. That's his right side profile, and then a large adult right here looking straight at me. See them turn their faces a little bit. And a little juveniles over here somewhere. Okay, he's got his left eye on me right there. See that? Well hidden. This guy's eyes right here. Alright, 139, two large gray Sasquatches hiding behind the trees. Okay, 139, wrong way. Okay, these ones here are pretty good. But you can see this one's eye right here. Let's see, there's one here. Okay. 139. Let's see if I can find you. Okay. There's one blinking here, right? His little juvenile. Here's his nose. His eyes are right there. See him look to his left. And he blinks. See that? Okay. Where are you at, dude? I think he's right here. There's an eye right here. Let me see if I can find him. There's a large gray Sasquatch in here. Well hidden. Let's see. Right here's a large face right here. Maybe he turned gray. I don't know. Here's his eyes. It's an adult there. Yeah, look, here's the eye right here. Watching me. See his eye right here. Watch it move back and forth. He's rolling his eye. Look at that. He's not. He's rolling his eye to look right instead of just going across his pupil. Sneaky little guy. He's rolling his eyes to look that way, so I can't notice him. But his other eye's right here. Sneaky little guy. Look at the whites in his eye right there. There we go. Here's a Sasquatch right here. You can see this conical head that goes up like that. He's well hidden. His eyes are back in here. But I think that this is that gray Sasquatch, if I remember right. He's just back in there. See if I can find him. Yeah, I think that's him. There's definitely a Sasquatch right here too. There's a couple of them in there. Right here's one. There's that high eyebrow ridge. His eyes are right there. And his face comes down like that. Here's his mouth is well hidden. He's right here. See his eye move? Watch his eye right here. Moving up, down, up, down. His nocturnal shade lens come across his eyes. You see that? It's open, then the shade comes out. Freaky dude. Absolutely nuts, man. Okay. 146. Let's go to 146. Okay. We got a little Sasquatch right here. Let me move this out of the way. We got a little one right here, laying down. Okay, just a second here. Alright. Trying to see what I'm missing here. Okay, right here. He's standing right here. Right, left silhouette of his head right here. You see it come down to his nose, his mouth. Standing back behind this tree. A little hobbit Sasquatch, probably about 2.5 foot tall. Standing there. There's a couple other little Sasquatches in there too. Look at this guy right here. Freaky looking little dude. Look at his little white teeth showing there. Here's his eyes. And twerk his face. Here's seems to be a lot more of those little guys than there was last year. Okay, here's the real good footage that start coming out now. Let's see, this is 149. It's the hidden Sasquatch. He's hiding back here in the bushes right here. You can see his eyes there. His eyes right there. He's got a long snout, darrow. And he's kind of got his mouth open there. Back in that vegetation. There's one right here. You see his eyes. There's two right. There's one here and one here. This one, you can see his pupil and his right eye right there. And right. Now there's a hand coming. This guy's arm is coming over his head. Over here, and he's got his thumb over here to hide his eye, one of his eyes. He's trying to block the light off one of his eyes. See his thumb move? See, here's his thumb. Watch it move down over his nose. It. Now it's here. Bam. It's up here now. Watch it move down. Right there. Covering his nose now. They cover each other's eyes and stuff. Stop reflections. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Okay, now he's got his eye open there a little bit, but they look out for one another, man. Look at this. Both his eyes are looking left there. They take care of one another. They're not going to. Here's one here peeking around the tree. Check this guy out. Down in front of him, there's another one. Here, look at his eyes. Here's the dark gray one here. Ooh, look at that red eye coming out. Man, they're just all in here. This footage goes on for days. There's a large Sasquatch right here. Look at that. His eye, here's his right eye right there. His left eye's kind of breaking up right here. Remember that? He's got it squinted. Well hidden. Okay. Giant and adult behind the bush. Let's see, 154. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this guy here. See if I can get him to show up. See his teeth there a little bit. His eyes are showing. Alright, let's see here. There's a couple back behind this tree right here. And then, let me show you. Okay, there's one up here, he's got red eyes, and there's one standing right here, and there's his head, right? And then there's one standing back there, and then there's one right here, an adult that's squatted down there. You can see his eyes illuminated there a little bit. Using that tree for cover. There's one laying down over here by this tree. Watch him look up at me right there. See his eye. His eye's open there. He's laying over. He closes his eyes there. If I remember right, there's one up here too somewhere. And then one right here. But if I remember right, this guy here is a giant. His head is freaking massive. You can see both his eyes lit up there. Yeah, he's massive, man. And then there's one right here. You can see his eye. Oh, we're going left, right, left, right. That might be a Dogman because look how long his snout is right there. I'm not real sure on that one. And there's one right here too. Look at this guy's eyes right here. Check him out. He got his eye completely open, no shade lens or nothing. Watch him, he's moving his face. There's the shade lens comes out right there. Look at this guy now. I can see him a little bit better. It lit up there quite a bit, didn't it? Look at both his eyes, nose, and mouth. Check that out. Watch him blink. Both his eyes are blinking. Absolutely amazing. Then there's another Sasquatch right above him. There's his eyes, his ears. He's kind of smiling. Alright. Move on. Let's see, time's going on. 55. Behind the bushes. See his teeth there a little bit now. Oh, here's this little hobbit guy right here. Standing behind that tree. Look, his eyes are red right there. Tiny little feller. Okay. Here's a couple Sasquatches blended in right here. His eyes glow green, but he's blended in pretty well right there. And then that giant is still back there. Look at this little silhouette right here of this little baby juvenile. I don't think it's very old. It might be a tiny hobbit. And here's one right here too. Standing there. Little tiny guy. Watching. Here's his mouth. Here's his eye. His nose and his lips. Check him out. Okay, let's go to the next one. They just conceal so well, they can be right up on you and you just not even know it. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous how big of masters they are of their domain. It's insane to know that, let's see, right here's a Sasquatch. He's kind of smiling, his right eye's on me there. There's his nose, there's his mouth. You can see him move his eyes a little bit, his teeth. He's looking right at me right there. Ooh, now he's got his mouth open. See his teeth there. He closed his eye there. He's whistling or something. See that? He's whistling. Look, this little juvenile right here. He's opened his mouth and moves his eyes. Look at that. Check him out. He's twerking his face, making himself a hard target, I reckon. They practice when they're young, I reckon. Doing what his daddy does. They learn from one parent to the other. See, this one here, this must be a tree here. And he's leaning all the way over, and that's his left eye, and there's his right eye. Sideways, right? There's his mouth. He's not looking down at me, he's looking sideways at me. Look at his eyes move. Up, down, up, down. Being tricky. And then right here is a little juvenile standing upright. Look at his eyes glowing red there. Yeah, they're red. The adults are kind of white there. Pretty amazing. Well, folks, this is running kind of long. I'm just going to finish it there, and I'll do a part 2 tomorrow. Wow, yeah, I got so much more footage. I'll do a part 2 tomorrow, and I'll put that up on the channel. Anyways, I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers, and yeah, like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and yeah, follow me over on TikTok, same name. Peace.